Tabanimsi here, the communication coach. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down some of the elements that make the rock star of public speaking, Vusi Thembekwayo, such a brilliant communicator. Let's check this out.
You ever speak to a group of people and all of a sudden you see glimmer in their eyes? You actually see them smiling when they have that moment. Or you say something sad and there's a tear. That for me was just it.
I intentionally start with a clip of 19-year-old Vusi Thembekwayo to show that the Vusi Thembekwayo that you see today has more than 2 decades of public speaking experience. So you can only imagine the amount of intentional time and effort that is put into developing the skill that is communication. So if you want to be a more effective communicator, you have to put the time in developing the skill because practice makes permanent. Let's continue watching.
The second rule was that anything you do, you must be the best at it or you don't do it.
The second thing I want to point out is his ability to tell stories. He often pulls stories from his childhood to show the lessons that he learned or what informs the worldview that he has today or what set him on the path that he eventually pursued. And so with his brilliant storytelling, he's able to take someone's mind's eye and place them in a scenario they've never been before, but in the way he uses language and the way he tells a story, he's able to transport someone. So he's a brilliant storyteller, and that contributes to his ability to be an effective communicator. Let's continue watching.
There's a beautiful Buddhist expression. It says, even without announcement, the sun rises every morning. He doesn't need to announce what he's done it, and everybody's aware that he's done it. So to your question about mental health, I give myself the gift of no often.
The last thing I want to point out is how versatile Vusi is when it comes to being engaging. On stage, he's a phenomenal, enthusiastic, engaging speaker. But in more intimate settings, you hear him slow it down. It becomes a lot more conversational, but even in how he engages, he'll slow it down, he'll reel the listener in, and he'll tell the stories that he tells, answers the questions in a manner that is engaging for the setting that he's sitting in. And this contributes to why he's such an effective communicator. Now, something worth mentioning is how well Vusi uses the English language and how much of a historian he is. Both of these elements, I think, add a cherry on top on the strong foundation that he's built to become an effective communicator. And so to round this video up, I've said some of the elements that make Vusi such an effective communicator are: 1, he's put in intentional time and effort into developing the skill. 2, he's able to tell stories in a manner that transport people from where they are to past scenarios. And then the final one, his ability to be able to be engaging despite the platform that he is on.